very much, Robert. That was the most difficult bit done. So presentation works, the slides are in the right order. I'm going to start off, and then I'm going to hand over to Ian, and then Ian will hand over to Robert, who will actually do a live demo. So my few slides is just a shameless plug for Codehouse, but really the idea is, why would Monarch choose Codehouse? What was our profile? Why did it have a good fit for what Monarch were trying to achieve? So if we go through that, well, we are a Microsoft Gold partner. With a name like Codehouse, it kind of says on the tin, we are very technical. We had a lot of, there were some integration challenges that we had to match. We're a long-standing Sitecore partner. We are one of the, we like to say, the most active and focused. I'd say a large part of our business is Sitecore. That's why we like getting into the nitty-gritty of it. We are a team in London, so we're UK-based, which meant it wasn't far to go to Luton each time. The guys absolutely love it, in inverted commas. But what we can do is solution delivery, module development, consultancy, training, support. And all of those, as the guys from Sitecore have said, they're all very important. You can deliver a solution, but if you don't do the consultancy and the training and the support afterwards, you might end up with a stuck solution. So it's all about getting the buy-in from the business and getting them to understand what Sitecore can do. Talking about our experience, 65 years. We did a quick roundup in the office this morning asking people how long they've been working with Sitecore. And within that experience is the CMS, the ECM, the DMS, and the DMS is definitely what we're going to be talking about now. We were quite lucky this year. We won a few Sitecore awards, and quite a few of them for Monarch, which is why we're standing here now. And the reason behind it was a lot of integration, and that's what I think makes this project stand out from many others. Integration, we've integrated with pretty much everything, and that's one of the real powers of Sitecore, is it's so open and the API is so powerful that we can just integrate with a CRM system, a big a system like SAP, financial, e-commerce, Eloqua, it's all in there, and that's one of the real benefits and why we see Sitecore being chosen. Our clients come from all over. The key shared thing about them all is that they all use Sitecore, but it could be someone like E.ON, who is doing electricity generation and distribution. It could be something like City and Guilds, or it could be a technology company like Brother or Samsung. But they all use Sitecore, and they all integrate in some way to bring the website into the business. And that's what they're all achieving and striving more for. Codehouse and Monarch is the point at which I'm going to hand over, because the reason we're here is that we won 3 awards. And I'd like to hand over to Ian to let him explain why he chose Sitecore, why he chose Codehouse, and what the real challenges were and how they were met.
Thanks, Matt. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ian Chambers. I'm head of Return Online for Monarch Airlines. We are based in Luton for our sins, and I do thank Codehouse for travelling up so often to see us. This presentation is really just an overview, top-level kind of run-through of our Sitecore implementation from conception through to completion, and just to show a few of the results we've seen since we've implemented. So not all of you may be aware of Monarch, but we've been around for a while. We've been established since 1968. We're an airline carrying 6.1 million passengers last year to 39 scheduled destinations, 121 scheduled routes. And the Monarch website receives over 5 million visits per month. Hitwise ranks us as 4th most visited airline website in the UK for airline websites, that is. And we get 1.7 million views to the homepage every month. We're also just recently the first European airline to publish independent customer reviews via FIFO, trying to really kind of stick our necks out on the kind of customer service ethos that is ingrained in the airline and the superior customer service that the airline is trying to offer these days. And we're also active on social media. So moving on to the project then, we had a few challenges with the legacy systems that we were working on. You can see a kind of screenshot there of the old template of the old site. And basically, one of the main problems we had was the limited control that the business users and my e-commerce team users had. The red outline there just shows what we could affect, which is basically making standard banner changes, promotional pod changes, and some promo strip changes. All of those are one-size-fits-all, so they were kind of generic content, no matter where you were in the country, no matter what you'd done with us before or where you wanted to fly to, we just showed you the same messaging over and over and over again. We also had quite a heavy reliance, as you can see from there, on the web development team, and that was quite a limited web development team up in Luton. That's now growing, but at the stage that we engaged with Codehouse and Sitecore, we had very kind of big resource challenges there. So we wanted to take more control and effect more change more quickly without having to bother our web developers all the time. So moving on to kind of CMS selection, obviously identifying the need was the key starting point. The need is very much the previous slide really, in that we really needed to get more control for the business over the content and be able to make those changes a lot more quickly. We wanted to be less reliant on web development resources. And also we wanted to take our content and our website into a personalised world really, so we can talk to customers in a more relevant way based on where they are in the country, based on what their needs are as a passenger on our aircraft. So what we did next was identify potential solutions. You can see, you can't really see there, but it's the Gartner Magic Quadrant really for CMS suppliers. Obviously Sitecore always sits in the leaders box there, so it kind of chooses itself in many ways, but we wanted to really go with something that was very forward-thinking, had a really good roadmap, and was leading the industry as we saw it. And obviously we need to achieve business buy-in. It's a very significant project for us, requiring significant capex resources and financing, so we had to do a robust business case to get this through, and we'll talk about that in a minute. So why Sitecore? Well, as I said, they are the leaders, that the Gartner quadrant shows that. They also are market visionaries as well. They are really stretching the boundaries of content management and personalisation, and looking at the stuff they're doing with different devices and publishing to all different natures of content is really stretching the boundaries of what we wanted to do and actually matching up with the goals and the requirements that we had originally as well. So we wanted to kind of partner with a supplier that actually met with those requirements. So achieving business buy-in, I mean, this is fairly straightforward, but obviously, due diligence, we wanted to make sure that it was the right fit, it ticked all the boxes, not just for that project, but for the future. We wanted this to be a complete partnership and investment in a platform for the future that could solve a lot of our problems now, but also enable a lot of things for the future for us. Building a robust business case, this was... As an airline, we are kind of very much challenged on the margins at all times. This industry very much influenced by external factors, fuel pricing, weather, and it's very highly competitive as well. So the business case had to be robust. It had to really feature an element of incremental business, incremental revenue for the business. So we spent a lot of time making sure that we could forecast that out and map that out, how we could get a conversion improvement, how we could sell more non-core revenue products as well, like seats and bags and car hire, etc., on the back of this implementation. And regular updates, obviously, when we get in buy-in from all levels, right up to the chairman in the organisation, we need to keep them fully abreast of the project, all areas there. So they're very much involved in the key milestones and keeping abreast of the project as it progressed. So identifying a Sitecore partner, obviously we chose Codehouse. They came highly recommended. They had a very good reputation, but what we liked about them most was that they actually got the challenge that we were up against very quickly, and the rapport was there from the start, and it was easy for us to kind of make the decision to work with them, and it has proven to be the right decision. We've got a very good working relationship with them. Moving on into the project itself, we really wanted to kind of not boil the ocean and work in a more agile way, so we wanted to break the project down into very bite-sized chunks, right down to actually just enabling parts of the existing site to be served by personalised content from Sitecore. And that allowed us to actually deliver value much more quickly than if we were kind of doing full migration or big bang, boil the ocean type projects. That allowed us to actually monitor the KPIs on an incremental basis. We could actually roll out changes to the home pages. We could actually build up then in the background the fully hosted Sitecore pages as well and test it like for like in live against the existing legacy pages. That took a process, took about 2 to 3 weeks, where we were continually in live monitoring, upping the amount of users that were seeing the actual new fully hosted page, and we were making tweaks at all times where we weren't seeing the correct performance from the new site, or whether the conversions weren't quite where we wanted them to be. Until we were happy, we didn't turn on 100% of that traffic. So it was really about live testing, failing fast, and getting to the place where everyone was confident and comfortable in the new solution before going live. In terms of goals and objectives, obviously it was to enable a business to take more ownership of the content. I mean, this was critical, really, and it's probably the main goal for most content management solutions when you're looking to implement them. But it was also about making it more quickly to market and getting speed to market up there in terms of changing banners and empowering the user base. In terms of the business case we put in place around the targets for revenue, we actually looked at ancillary revenue, which is the stuff aside from booking a flight, so your bags, your seats, your car hire, your meals. They're very important for an airline because they're where a lot of the margin lies and where a lot of the growth in revenue lies as well. So we based a lot of our business case around being able to sell more of this stuff to our customers in a more personalised way, showing them stuff that they hadn't purchased, showing them stuff they were likely to purchase, and talking to them in a way that was more relevant to them in terms of geography and also the type of customer they were. And obviously, as I said before, Monarch's an airline that's trying to pride itself on superior customer service. Online, we're trying to deliver that through an enhanced user experience, really. So making it as easy as possible for the customer to find what they want when they get to the homepage of the site and transition through the site is the best way we can do that, really. And that ultimately delivers better conversion rates through better quality traffic going into the booking funnel. And it's that conversion rate improvement that also formed a cornerstone, really, of the business case we put together. In terms of integration points with Sitecore, obviously heavily e-commerce site, so the whole e-commerce platform and booking funnel had to be integrated with Sitecore, sharing of data, fully tracked, and there was a lot of heavy lifting from our team and Codehouse to get under the skin of that booking system and that booking process to really make that integration work in an efficient way and not slow anything down at all. We also obviously have to integrate with our analytics packages, Red Eye and Google, and also all of the campaign tracking that we have out there as well. The booking process sits on a system called Navitaire, which is a well-used airline reservation system, and SkySails is the web layer that we use for the booking process. So it's a very proprietary and bespoke system, so it required a lot of Codehouse getting up to speed, our developers sharing knowledge there and building new processes and new methods to extract data to deliver things like even a list of airports and departure dates and getting right the way through to getting live pricing out of the system. So a lot of challenges there around the data integration with the system. Technologies used. Rob, who's speaking next, is probably best placed to answer any questions on that, but as you can see, lots of technologies, lots of code bases, lots of techie stuff. So on to the results then. Well, obviously, the enabling of content management throughout the business allowed us to be less reliant on the web development team for making changes. We could empower non-technical teams like legal, like customer services, like PR to make changes to their areas of the website using workflow publishing rules. We also got quicker turnaround times for web change requests. So when we wanted to change things on the homepage, on special offers pages, produce pricing grids that were slightly bespoke, we can do them ourselves. We don't have to bother the web development team and wait in a queue for 2 to 3 months. And reducing code complexities. We've got a lot of technical debts within our old legacy website. It was built and enhanced and developed and bolted onto over many years, and it's a bit of a spider's web, really, of different technologies and different developers all chipping in. To the extent now that actually making changes, enhancements to it takes so long to unpick all that actually moving to Sitecore gave us a great opportunity to redevelop all of that and refactor all the code and just get it really in a place where it's easy to use, easy to make changes to, and is highly scalable. In terms of page load speeds, we actually managed to halve the load time of the homepage, which is a really important step for us because with loading on more and more content into that homepage, we knew that with the brand going in the direction it was going into, with more demands around content and bringing the brand attributes to life and video, etc., we need to make sure that the homepage was really singing and really delivering really quickly. And getting half the page load speed was a big win for us. We had a 5% increase in conversion through the booking funnel. This really stems from just getting the right offers and the right pricing and the more relevant offers in front of customers at the right time. So that quality of traffic that enters that booking funnel is automatically improved, and we've seen that in the conversion improvement. And we got an increased average spend online for ancillaries, and this was down to, on the confirmation page, enabling Sitecore promotions to personalise themselves based on what customers were looking at on the site beforehand, what they'd booked through the booking process, and what type of customer they were. Were they family, were they couples, were they singles, what destination were they going to, what time of year was it? And we can use all that to change the creative, change the promotions, and just really engage better with the customer. And you can see we've really managed to step up the contribution from those products over the last year. So in terms of Sitecore hosted pages, now we have the homepage, flights homepage, the offers section, and the booking confirmation pages. So you might say that's not a great amount there, and we are still in the throes of migrating all of the content into Sitecore, but we've prioritised the big pages, the big winners that for us that can extract value quickly, that hit a lot of traffic, hit the majority of traffic, and also deliver the best amount of benefit to the business in terms of revenue. Obviously, all of that being personalised, all of that delivering relevant stuff, relevant content to the customers that come into the website, ultimately delivers enhanced user experience, and at Monarch that is kind of what we're all about now. So it's great that the website can actually be an embodiment of what the airline is trying to deliver in terms of service levels up in the air as well. Okay, and I'll hand over to Rob now, who's going to take you through a live demo, but not on the live site. Thank God.
Hello, I'm Robert O'Reilly, Technical Director at Codehouse, and I'm doing a live demonstration. I noticed that all throughout this meeting so far that nobody else has done a live demo, so fingers crossed it's all going to go okay. Right, okay, let's start off by... so for this, I am going to be showing a website, a demo website that we have created, and which is hosted off Amazon EC2. And I have tailored it to have lots of content that's relevant for this demonstration. The actual live website is more tactical content for, obviously, for upselling to customers. So, so what we're showing you here isn't fully representative of what's on live, but it's what's capable of what's being on live. So let me just duplicate. Okay, so I'm going to start off as an indecisive customer. Okay, so and I'm going to be using Google to search for some flights and destinations to actually try and find, I don't know, for starters I'm going to start off in Gatwick and go to Lanzarote. So I'll go Gatwick to Lanzarote, and then on there I'm going to click the Monarch link. Now you see here, what we have done is we've picked up the refer a search, and we have pre-filled the search panel here with Gatwick to Lanzarote. And not only that, we have got a promotion here that is for Gatwick to Lanzarote, and it's showing a cheap price for a flight in the coming few months. And we've detected the type of destination that Lanzarote is as well, and using Sitecore's personalisation capabilities, we are automatically serving up relevant other destination content in the other promotion pods here as well. Oh, and also we've got this pricing grid as well, which is servicing the Gatwick Lanzarote route to the top as well. But, as I said, I'm indecisive. I'm not only indecisive about where I want to fly to, but where I want to fly from. So I'm going to go for Manchester to, I don't know why I chose this destination. Okay, it's Friedrichshafen. Okay, Manchester to Friedrich, because I want to go on a skiing holiday. Okay, so I go for Manchester's Friedrichshaven, and then I click on the link, and now all of a sudden, okay, the search panel is, again, has got the route that was selected, but not only that, we've got ski-related promotions, because we know that the Alps is a ski-related destination, so now we are dedicating the remaining promotions for ski-related data. And also, as part of this, we've got the Alps and Manchester, the Alps. But what we can actually do here is actually, so I've got a family, so I'm going to choose 2 children as well, and I'm going to go here and go through into the Monarch booking path. Sorry, I think the Wi-Fi is a little bit slow here. Okay. Oh, okay, here we are. So, and now we've gone into the booking path. But actually, actually, I changed my mind. I don't want to go there. Again, I'm indecisive. So, but what we've got now is you'll see all of the promotions, and because I chose a family to actually go on the journey, now we actually know that the customer has a family and they'll be interested in family-related holidays. So I've changed the pictures here using Sitecore again to serve up more family-based, ski-based images for the destinations. And also, we've added this demo promotion, and I'll show this how it's configured in Sitecore's page editor shortly, just to show, because they've actually done a search for a ski holiday, and they've come back to the homepage without making a booking, we want to promote ski-based holidays to them, and we can do this all configured through Sitecore. So if I go into Sitecore's page editor, I'll just give you a quick run through how that all fits together. Now, because there's a huge amount of personalization on the homepage, what we've done is configured the page editor to give a little bit more data, a little bit more information to describe all of the personalization that's going on the page. So, for example, here you see we've got a last search ski rule here, so it's going to serve up the ski carousel promotion data source. And if I scroll further down the page, you see we've got a number of other rules in place for the promotion pods as well. And not only that, we've also got this ability to break out tab content on the actual homepage and show the content of each tab, and to be able to actually change each tab manually. If I sort of go back to you'll see there's these tabs here. So what I thought I'd show you as a content editor is, okay, so let's say somebody books starts to go down the booking for a beach holiday. And what we want to do is capture people that started on the booking, starting booking a beach holiday, and then go through the booking process, but actually, no, they don't. They choose not to actually make the booking right at the end. So what we can actually do then is when they return to the Monarch homepage, is serve them up some different content. So I'm actually going to show you how to do that now with what we've got here. So as per usual, we'll just use the standard personalization editor. Okay. Oh, loaded it twice. So here we go. Here we've got our ski promotion that you saw earlier. So basically, what this is saying, whether the visitor's last search destination type was ski, then show the ski carousel. Otherwise, show the low fares carousel item. But if we want to add a new one to say, oh, that's because I opened it twice. Wait a minute. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so if I create a new condition, so here we're going to do holiday booking. And for this, we're going to bring up all of the rules conditions. So we can use the standard out-of-the-box Sitecore rules that have conditions that are supplied. But we've also got a number of custom ones as well that we've done for Monarch specifically. So here, I'm more interested in the current booking rules. So what we want to say is, okay, when the visitor's current booking is in progress but not yet confirmed. Okay, so that would be one condition. Okay, and also when the visitor's current booking destination type was of near sun, let's say. So near sun is just a term to say sunny destinations that are nearby to the UK. Okay, and when these conditions are met, then we will show this lovely demo content of beach booking return that I created earlier. Okay. So now we must just, oh, wait a minute, just save that. Okay, and publish it. Oh, no, wait a minute, I've got to. It is very slow broadband here. It's that pause in a demo that you fear. Okay, so now we publish it. And let's go for it. Okay, so that's now published. So what I'm going to do as a user, I actually want to search now for a beach destination. So I'm going to go to Faroe, and I'm going to go in, I want to go in June. So I'm going to go enter the Monarch booking process. So these prices look okay. So I'm going to continue on it. And now I get here, and I'm thinking, okay, so I've got to provide all my passenger details and select my ancillaries and everything like that. And I'm not so sure about booking this right now. So I'm going to go back to the home page. So now, using that personalisation that we set up earlier, you can see I've got my lovely attractive promotion here. Oh, that the idea is that we can then encourage people that have started a booking, not completed it, to then go and complete it, and maybe offer them a discount or something like that. So it's all of these, or direct them to the offers page to find more information about beach holidays that are nearby. So this is all powered using the Sitecore's personalisation features and all of the extensions and new conditions that we've been adding on top of it, including, and now we actually support tens of millions of booking and search data records as well, since we launched early last year. Okay, that's it. Thank you. Oh, so let's go back to here. So just to close off the presentation, so in the pipeline, we've got a mobile site coming up. That's done. We're just waiting for it to go live. We're going to be migrating all of the existing old site content over to Sitecore to make it easy to maintain and performing, but also personalised as well. We've got this lovely interactive destination Google map we've created, so I'm looking forward to that going live. And also a far deeper integration of personalisation across the booking path, especially with the ancillary promotions work. Okay, that's it. So if you have any questions now, please. Oh, we've got one. Well, there's a lot of work being done to integrate the experience of the and the personalisation experience across both desktop and mobile, and also to actually link them at all, so you actually have the same experience across all devices. But there's certain. I'm not sure if Ian, you want to have anything.
Hang on, let me just so everyone can hear.
Thank you. Yeah, we're not just going to stand still on the current implementation you've seen there. We're looking at obviously responsive design going forward, making sure that the customers that come to us on any device get an experience that's optimized to them, but also doesn't give us the overhead of multiple massive loads of sites we've got to keep maintaining up to date, etc. We have got an app out there as well. That is a first generation app that we've been developing. We kind of rushed it through quite quickly last year. The future of that app is to be powered by Sitecore, very much like your one is to be, or is at the moment. And that will allow us to share those personalization rules across devices as much as possible. And things like, really working on the login facility to create the kind of seamless, okay, we know you logged in, we remember your cookie, we can therefore understand that you are the same person on other devices as well, very much like Google do at the moment, but that's what we're aiming towards. It's going to be a long road for us because we've just started on the current one you've seen there, but that's in the pipeline for the next kind of 18 months.
Okay. Are there any other questions? Well, as like everybody else has said, please come and grab me, Matt, or Ian if you have any more questions, if you'd like to ask us in person and about how we've implemented it or other work that's going on. And yeah, that's it. Okay.